guys, today I'm gonna show you guys the best APs in each price range, from 10,000 up to whatever your heart desires. So let's dive right in. We got a lot of watches to show. To start off, I got the 5 to 10K range. Yes, 5 to 10,000 or APs do exist. So we're gonna start with the first up. It's gonna be the 25574BA. That's gonna be 18 karat yellow gold. It's gonna sit at a 33mm case size. It is gonna be a dressier watch and it is gonna fit smaller, but remember, dressier watch, suit watch, you can get away with a smaller timepiece. It's gonna have the day and date function. Great looking piece. Looks like it's super complicated from the visual aspect of it. That brings me to another one. If you want a little bit more complications too, you like the moon face on it. Now, for the ladies, there's many ladies options, right? So you can do a 6639 SA. It's gonna be a Royal Oak. It's gonna sit at a 25mm case size. So it's gonna be a little bit smaller. They make them in stainless steel. They make them in gold. Those are gonna be in that 8 to 10K range, obviously depending on the condition. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but they have the Royal Oaks. It's also gonna be at a 25mm case size, but it's gonna be more of a squared case instead of your traditional Royal Oak casing. Theirs will also come in the stainless steel and yellow. They come in stainless steel, all different kinds of color dials and material on the casing. And those are quartz movements. I know a lot of watch enthusiasts, when they hear quartz, they don't like it, but always remember this. A lot of high-end brands like Patek, Cartier, AP, they will put quartz movements in their ladies' watches. That's just how they come. Those are gonna be in that 10 to 15K range. So you know what? You see something you like it's in that 10 range, but you wanna go a step up, you can get the same watches in all gold, 10, 15K, and there's that 5 to 10K range. Now, moving on to the 10 to 20K range. I'm gonna start off with the 26170 ST, and there's also a 26020 ST. These are gonna be 42mm Royal Oak offshores. You can find something nice in the 18 to 22K range. Now that brings me to the diver, the 15710 ST. There's gonna be different reference numbers. There's gonna be the older and the newer. Now the newest ones out, they make them in the green, blue, khaki, which I'll go into the further price points. But for this one, you could find a black dial or a white dial with the close case back for under 20K. It's gonna run you in that 17 to 20 range, depending if it's box, papers. A lot of people don't realize this, but there's an Audemars Piguet Alinghi. It's more of a sailor's watch, right? It's a 26064 FS. It is forged carbon. It's gonna sit at a 42mm case size. They make them in different materials. My favorite one is the 44mm case size. The whole case is made out of forged carbon. It has a red accents to it. That one you can also pick up in the low 20s to high 10s, depending on the condition of it. But again, it is forged carbon, right? So when you're buying it, you have to be a little bit careful. You'll have to look at the casing to check the condition because it does dent. So sometimes when you find them really cheap, there's a reason for it, right? When something's too good to be true, it normally is too good to be true. Also on that range, there's a dressier watch, right? There's a Millenari. AP's been making Millenaris for a very, very long time. So sometimes you could find like the reference number 15320 OR. It's gonna range in that 18 to 22K range, but the styles for Millenari are endless. I mean, they have rose gold, they have white gold, they have different dial colors. Check them out online, see which one you like, and I'm sure we can help you find the exact one that you want, and that one is gonna be in that range. Moving on to the 20 to 30K range. There's a lot of options in APs in this range. First one I'm gonna start up with is the 26470 ST. They have so many different color combinations to this watch. One of my personal favorites is the Havana edition. It's gonna be a stainless steel bezel, stainless steel casing with the stunning white dial with the brown sub dials. I mean, the watch is fire. Those are gonna range in that 23 to 30K range, depending on the combination that you get. Let's move on to a little bit dressier watch in that range, right? We're gonna have the 15210 BC. That's gonna be the Code 1159. The Code 1159 comes in. It's most likely in that range will be the non-chrono version. You're not gonna be able to get the chrono version in that 20 to 30K range, but a non-chrono you can buy in that mid 20 range, again, depending if it has box, papers, and all that good stuff to it. Now, one of my favorite timepieces is the AP Montoya. AP did a collaboration with Montoya. They made a really great looking watch. The strap is almost like the cage for the car, carbon fiber bezel. The chronograph has like that red, yellow on it. It's a really, really good looking timepiece. That one also, you could pick it up in the high 20s, depending if it's box, papers. It's gonna range anywhere in that 27 to 32K range. Now, the last one on the list for me is gonna be the 26400 SO. That's gonna be the 44 millimeter Royal Oak offshore. It is gonna be the stainless steel version. They have the forged carbon version as well. That's the 26400 AU. They do wear a little bit larger. The stainless steel is gonna have that black ceramic bezel with the white dial, the red accents on a black rubber strap. But what's really cool is you can buy different straps for it. It doesn't have the quick release like the newer offshores have, but they're great timepieces. You could pick those up in the mid 20s to high 20s. They're great pieces, great wear, super fun. You can wear with any outfit. Let's go into a little bit more exciting, right? We have the 30 to 50K range. Now there's gonna be a lot of options in this range. The first one I'm gonna start off with is gonna be the 26420 in titanium. That is gonna be the Royal Oak 43 millimeter offshore. They come in different variations. They come with the titanium. They come in the stainless steel taupe dial combination. They come with the black combination. They come in the blue combination, and each combination will be different materials. So the blue one will come in the titanium. The black is in the stainless steel. I actually have the stainless steel one over here. This is gonna be the 43 millimeter Royal Oak offshore. This is gonna be the quick release. It's gonna have a black ceramic bezel, stainless steel casing. You're gonna have the black with the white subdials. Great looking piece on a rubber strap. You're gonna have the see-through case back right over here. This is box papers, fully complete. We're selling it about $40,000. Now you can also do the 26470 IO, AKA Ghost. Actually one of my personal favorite pieces. I love the color combination on the watch with the gray ceramic bezel, gray dial, full titanium casing, gray rubber strap, and on the side of it, they added that kind of like dark gray to give it that accent. That one you could pick up in the, 33, 34 range, the 15510 ST. Depending on the color combination of them, it'll either fit in this price range or it won't fit in this price range. The 15400 ST, all dial combinations will fit in this price range. You could pick up a white dial in the mid 30s. You could pick up a black dial, same, mid 30s, 35, 36,000. You could pick up the blue dial. It's gonna be in that 40, 42, 43 range. Now the 15500, white dial will probably be closer to the 40 range. Gray dial will be in the mid 40 range. Blue dial will be closer to the 50, 51, 52 range. They're great pieces. Between the 15400 and 15500, there's really not too much visual difference other than the automatic below by the 6 o'clock. Now the 15510 ST, which is the newest Royal Oak out. The white dials are gonna be in this price range. The black and the blue dials will be priced out of this range, but they're great timepieces. Oh, you know what? There's also the 15400 SR, which is a great looking timepiece. It's gonna be stainless steel and rose gold. One of the prettiest watches. I actually just had one. I just sold it. That one is gonna be in the mid 40s, but it is a pretty piece. Now, I did the non-chrono versions for the lower price point for the Code 1159. Now, there's a chrono versions. You could pick up a Code 1159 with the chronograph movement in a rose gold, or you could do white gold. They come in a lot of different color variations. Those are gonna be in that 40 to 50K range. If you're interested in something like that, I do have 2 of them in stock if you wanna come by and check them out. We're gonna get to the more exciting ones, right? The ones that you guys might be fast forwarding to, but it's okay. No hard feelings. The 50 to 100K range. First one I'm gonna start with is the 26401 PO. Yes, that's right. That's the Royal Oak offshore 42 millimeter in the platinum. Now that's a big boy. It's heavy. Great looking watch. Love it. That one will be in the 55 to 65 range, depending on the condition you find it in and the price point. Because remember, platinum's soft, right? So it can scratch easily. Now, the big daddy of the Royal Oak stainless steel. You got the 15202 ST 39 millimeter, AKA the Jumbo. Great looking timepiece. Stainless steel comes with a blue dial. I love that little A and P logo right above that 6 o'clock. Some people state that it's a little bit too small, too thin. I personally like the watch. I think it's a great fit. I mean, you have guys like Kevin O'Leary, even him at his stature and ability to obtain watches, even he's waiting years and years on the waiting list to be able to get this watch, and they're not just handing it out to him. They're making them buy extensive pieces to be able to get this item at retail. This one's gonna be in that 100 to 120K range. Now they make it in the 16202 ST, which is a newer reference number. Moving on to the 26470 OR. I stated it in the lower price point on the Royal Oak offshore right here, but in the brick version, which is gonna have the full rose gold bracelet, they're gonna come in a lot of different color variations. That one is going to be in that 85 to 100K range, depending on which color combo you get, if it's a newer or older version. Now, the 15711 IO, the Japan Diver Edition. This watch is stunning. A lot of people don't even know it exists. You're gonna have that beautiful gray gradient dial with the 18 karat rose gold case on a gray rubber strap. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny though. It's gonna be in that 60 to 70K range, depending on the condition you find it in. Obviously, if it's box paper, it's a very limited watch, but it's definitely worth the buy. Next up, you're gonna have the 26240 ST Royal Oak chronograph. These are gonna be stainless steel. They're gonna come in a lot of different variations. These watches come in different price points, even though it's the same exact watch. The white dial is gonna be in the 60s. The black dial is also gonna be in the 60s. The blue dial is probably gonna run you in the 70s, and the green dial will run you in the 90s. Imagine that, right? Just for a dial color, you're gonna pay an extra 30 grand. The green is very, very limited, very difficult to find, even for us gray market dealers. I mean, we could locate them, we could buy them, but it's gonna cost you a lot of money. Moving on to the 26331 OR Royal Oak. This is gonna be the older rose gold Royal Oak. It's gonna come in the blue dial, it's gonna come in the brown dial. They come with the leather straps, and they come with the rose gold bracelets. In the leather straps, you could pick them up in that 80 range. The bracelet obviously is gonna add 30, 40K to the cost. Great looking watches, will definitely serve the purpose for any occasion. Now, we can't forget about one of the OGs. We have the 26331 ST, the blue chrono with the silver subdials. Great looking piece. I remember selling that watch for 120, 130K at one point. Now, they're gonna be in that 50 range, and now let's move on to the more expensive ones. The 100 to 200K range. We have some of the most exciting watches in horology being produced, some of the most complicated movements to ever come to market. We have the 26574 ST, in the perpetual stunning blue dial in that mid 150 to 160 range. You're gonna have the rose gold version, which is gonna run you in that 170 to 190 range in that stunning blue dial. Comes in the white dial as well. You're gonna have the Concepts. Have you ever seen the Concepts? The Concepts are stunning, out of this world. They make them in so many different variations. They do the Michael Schumacher lap timer. They have the tourbillon versions. They have it with the blue accents, black accents. I mean, the watches are amazing. They're gonna retail in that 250 to 300K range, depending on the movements, but you could pick them up on the gray market for actually less than retail. You could pick them up in that 140 to 200K range. Some of the new ones they came out with are like beautiful though. AP really stepped it up with this new release. Now, you're gonna have some of the newer Royal Oaks, right? I talked about the older Royal Oaks, but you're gonna have some of the newer Royal Oaks. You're gonna have the 26320 OR on bracelets. Blue dial is gonna run you in the 140 range. Black dial is gonna be in that 120 range. The green dial is gonna be in the 160 to 170 range. That green dial at one point was selling for $250,000 to $300,000. But the white dial, you could pick it up in the 115 range. Moving on to probably the one that everybody knows. When you got that 150 to 200K budget, 220, you want that skeleton. The 15407 ST, the 15407 OR. The staple, I would probably say, to AP is the Royal Oak skeleton. It comes in stainless steel, it comes in rose gold. I mean, this watch is a statement. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but they make even crazier Royal Oak skeletons, which let's move on to 200K and up right now. This is for people with an endless amount of money, right? We're gonna have 200K up to $2, $3, $4 million. We have the 15412 BA. I just sold this watch last week to a really special customer of mine. 18 karat yellow gold. Yes, yellow gold. AP does not make yellow gold too often, but when they do, they hit it out of the park. It's an 18 karat yellow gold frosted AP with a factory diamond bezel, a skeletonized dial on the watch was stunning. That will run you in the 7 to 800K range. They make it in the rose gold as well, right? They make it with the rainbow sapphires. DJ Khaled just picked one up. Congratulations to you. Now there's other watches too. There's tourbillons. They make the 26530 ST with the stunning turquoise dial. It kind of goes from like light to dark with the tourbillon movement right over there. Those are gonna run you in the 4 to 500K range. It's super, super limited, very difficult to find. Then you get the 15412 OR, right? The skeletonized with the factory ruby bezel. I mean, it's gonna cost you $800 to $1 million. If you have that lying around, hit me up, I'll get one for you. Don't even worry about it. Now, you get the 26579 CS. You got that newest edition with the blue ceramic perpetual calendar. My boy Kevin Hart has one. I mean, the watch is fire. When it first came out, I think the whole watch world like literally shook. Everybody was after that watch, but it will cost you a pretty penny. It's gonna be about 700K. Not bad. No? We got 700K, right, Nate?
Somewhere, yeah.
All right. Now, you get the 26591 minute repeater with the Salmon dial. I believe it comes in a gray dial as well, in titanium. AP put one of the most complicated movements in a titanium watch. The watch is beautiful, but it's very, very understated because AP did make it a little too understated for such an expensive watch, but it is what it is, right? They have a reasoning for everything. Now, the holy grail, probably the flashiest AP ever made, the 417OR. I'm not talking about the aftermarket one, guys. I'm talking about the full factory chandelier AP. I've seen this watch anywhere from 2 million to 3 million to 3.5 million. If you have the ability to buy one and stock it, you can essentially ask whatever price you want, because it's not a watch that you're gonna be able to find. Very difficult. Even in the gray market, it's not a watch that it's easily accessible. People with extensive resources, dealers that have a lot of experience, will most likely be able to locate one. But if it's just one of those things where if there's none available for sale, there's none in the market, what are you gonna do? You can't just make one magically appear. Very expensive piece, very stunning piece. Something that AP did a couple variations too. They actually came out with a leather strap version of it, which is in that, I think it's close to $1 million. Great piece, and thank you guys for always watching. That's my AP guide to every AP and every price range. If there's different videos you want me to do, make sure to comment down below and I'll be sure to do it. And guys, always make sure to comment, like, subscribe. And if there's any of these APs that I mentioned that you are actually interested in, make sure to go to the website, send us an inquiry form, and we will be able to source any one of these watches for you. And we're buying watches every day, don't forget. So I might not have one in stock today, but I could have one tomorrow. I could have one in an hour. Always reach out. We'll get one of our sales professionals to help you out. Thanks.